Don't forget to subscribe and to hit the bell to get our latest notifications.
Again with me, Christian Selmoni from Vacheron Constantin.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Christian. I am in Vienna. He is in Geneva. And Christian and me have just been finishing a video where we talked about some other novelties, watches 2020 of Vacheron Constantin. So if you have not been watching this video yet, please do so. Very nice presentation of some other novelties. And this video specifically is dedicated to only one watch. Christian, it's absolutely a crazy watch in terms of what you have been putting together in a small case on complications and design. Design, people will think, oh, what design? Christian will explain, and I have to read. Sorry, guys, I have to read the name from my PDF here because it's too complicated. The watch is called La Musique du Temps Les Cabinotiers Grande Complication Split-Second Chronograph Tempo. The stage is yours.
Okay, so I think, in fact, La Musique du Temps is just the introduction to, this is the collection for this year for Les Cabinotiers watches. So maybe very quickly, Les Cabinotiers, this is the department of Vacheron Constantin which creates unique timepieces. So I think the first aspect that we have to underline is the fact that the tempo is a unique timepiece. So this watch was created by the dream team who created the reference 57260, which we presented 5 years ago, and which is the most complicated watch ever made in history. So this is a super high complication. So we have a great number of complications. We have identified 24 complications in this timepiece on two sides. And it depends. Do you have any specific questions, or would you like me to introduce more about the timepiece?
First of all, you have to, as I talked about design, and you just mentioned it, two sides. So it's not a watch that you wear you can wear it as a normal watch, of course, but you will have two displays, and you can change.
Yes.
Folks, explain us a little bit what you see on the one side, how you change, and what you get when you change on the other side.
Okay, so for engineers and watchmakers and designers, so the fact that we have so many complications, we needed obviously to put them on two faces, and we know that it's not the best way is not to remove the watch from your wrist and to turn it to see indications on the back. This is something that you can do very easily with a pocket watch, but with a wristwatch, it's a bit more tricky. So this is why our engineers thought about creating a symmetrical case, meaning the case design is similar on the recto and the verso, so the watch can adapt to on the wrist, depending if it's on the verso or the recto. So it's a similar case design. So that was possible also thanks to an easy strap changing system. So how does it work? So very simply, so we have a strap and we have a system. You push a small button and you release the strap, and you just have to reverse the watch on your wrist and to refix the strap on the watch. So no matter if you wear it on the recto or the verso. So it's a very versatile way. It's a very easy and simple system. You just release the strap, and you change the face of the dial. So your question, dear Alexander, was about what do we have on the watch faces. So on the front, on the recto side of the timepiece, we have a time indication. We have also a counter for the split seconds chronograph, which is on the main dial, and we also have indications for the perpetual calendar. These indications are displayed on sub dials, and so this is a very special time indication. You will see it on the pictures with which we are going to be provided. On the reverse side, it's quite interesting. We have some astronomical complications.
Wait a moment, Christian. I just want to jump into the front side again. So the split second clearly shown by the two main hands belonging to the chronograph. On the left side at position 10 o'clock, we have a sub dial with a 24 hours indication, and you have the indication, if I'm not wrong, of a second zone time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it correct? Okay,
yes.
So you can display on the a second time zone, the zone time in the second time zone, wherever you want, including a 24 hours,
yep.
A 24-hour indication. Then positioned at 2 o'clock are the counters, the sub counters for the chronograph. You have a 60, you have the seconds and the 30-minute counter. Yes, this is what I see.
Okay, so I'm
60 seconds and the 30 minutes counter. And then positioned at 8 o'clock, I see the perpetual calendar,
okay,
the date and the days. And at 4 o'clock, we have the leap year and we have the months. So on one display, you get really everything you need concerning time.
Exactly. This is what I was explaining in a very short sentence. So on the rectal side, we have really time indications, perpetual calendar, and split seconds chronograph indications. Absolutely.
Okay. Now let us together turn the watch around and then look what we see on the back side.
So one thing which is very interesting on the other side is the fact that we have time equation, a running time equation. So you can see this indication. This is a hand which has a little sun on the back. So we don't have the mean time indication since we have it on the other side, but very interestingly, we have the real solar time indication. So this is related with the other complications, which are astronomical complications, and we have duration. We have sunrise and sunset indications linked with the equation of time, and we have also a very interesting retrograding moon phase indication, including the age and the phases of the moon, and we have also duration of the day.
Can the buyer of the watch program the watch for the place he's living? I assume.
Absolutely.
Because sunset and sunrise are different on different places. Duration of day.
Of course. So obviously, tempo is a unique piece. Obviously, we will create a cane which will be dedicated to such indications for our client. But Alexander, there is one thing I would like also to add, and not to forget. So this is also a minute repeater timepiece. So this is a striking timepiece. So let's say that talking about the caliber of the very quickly about the tempo. So this is a movement which has been built around the minute repeater caliber. So we have in the middle, if I may say, the minute repeater caliber, and we have additional mechanisms which are displayed on the two faces. And we have also a tourbillon carriage, and also on the tourbillon system, we have the indication of the power reserve.
The minute repeater is a classical minute repeater, striking you the hours, the quarters, and the minutes.
Absolutely. So this is let's say this is based on some existing designs that we have. So this is a traditional minute repeater, with the exception of the striking regulator or the speed governor, which is a proprietary in-house system which is using both centripetal and centrifugal forces to regule the striking seconds. So this is the exception in comparison with the traditional systems, silent or systems which are not totally silent. So this is really something unique, and it has been introduced in the tempo as well.
Incredible timepiece, incredible. And it is, as you just mentioned before, it is a unique timepiece proposed, developed by the team of Les Cabinotiers, by your let's say, watchmaking superstars and designers and engineers, and the watch will be proposed to one client.
Absolutely. And there are a lot of superlatives in this timepiece as we have talked together. So maybe for I'm sure for as your viewers, your public is very fun about some figures. I'd like to say that this timepiece counts 1,163 components, which are all finished in a super way. So it's really.
Once again, the figure 1163, 1,163 different components in the case.
In the movement.
In the movement, in the movement.
Yes.
And the movement is in case. This is what I wanted to say. The watch has a diameter of 50 millimeters.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So
and the thickness of 21 millimeters. It's quite a big watch.
Yes, absolutely. I think this. Well, first of all, I would say that watches which have more than 1,000 components in their movement are extremely, extremely rare. And so this is really a technical feat to do it. And obviously, at the end of the day, you need some space to put more than 1,000 components in a tiny space. And also, as you know, we also have to deal with the question of readability. So we thought it was a better solution to have a large timepiece with a good visibility, good readability, rather than to have a smaller diameter and doing something that would be not readable or more difficultly readable. So that's a choice that we have made.
50 millimeters at least offer better opportunities than 40 millimeters if you see some of those perpetual calendars being really too small. Yes. And without wearing reading glasses, as we both do, it's almost impossible to see anything. I agree. And I think this is going to be a watch that will be worn on special occasions and probably not on a daily basis, because someone able to be buying, who's able to buy such a watch will probably have some more watches in his collection. And therefore have a brighter choice, and he will probably invite some friends for a good glass of champagne, red wine. They will enjoy an evening with good food, smoke a cigar, and then he will probably come out with his...
It sounds like a good idea, yes.
Yeah, so, oh my goodness. Going out for a restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow, what a nice piece. Incredible, incredible, incredible. It's good to know that even if it's totally anachronistic, even if it's if you spend a fortune for such a watch, it's still good to know that the Swiss watch industry is able to do this, because this is part of your heritage.
Yeah.
It's part of not only the brand's Vacheron Constantin's heritage, but the heritage of the Swiss watch industry, and it is fantastic. It's simply amazing to see that mankind are able to manufacture such watches, put them together, make them work, and yeah, it's simply astonishing. Yeah, it's very nice. I get goosebumps. You know, it's really, yeah, wow. It's like it's for watch people being crazy like me. It's like really wow, very, very nice.
It's always the story of pushing the boundaries and going beyond. And this is what is driving us. And so yes, it's a very, very interesting timepiece and important for that.
Quickly before we stop, I see here that you have also been working together, and this is something we should mention, because with the Abbey Road Studios in London, to do some to get the sounding, or the sound of the watch. The recording, yeah. So it's quickly explain what happened with the Abbey Road.
So we started a partnership with Abbey Road Studios in 2018 when we launched the
56.
56. Thank you, Alexander. And so this is.
I still remember, because it was very cool.
Within this partnership, so obviously we had the possibility to make recordings of chiming watches, and so all the Cabinotier watches, so meaning all the unique pieces that we are developing for clients, they are we bring them to London, and their sound is recorded by Abbey Road Studios, and we keep this recording. The client has 1 and 2, and so we have something that I mean, it's a great. I think this is a great plus for the client. It's a very exclusive recording in a very famous studio, and it adds interest and value to the timepiece.
I hope that you are already able to provide us, or maybe if not during the next days, such a recording. But I hope in the future we will be able to have such a recording, and I would with pleasure want to present such a recording of the watch to my audience, and really celebrate one video only for music.
Okay, so this is the point which is noted. So we will come back to you with this.
I think so. We have to do this. Just music, silence. We'll say people quiet, and then we play music, and the music comes from a mechanical wristwatch. Wow! Recorded in the famous Abbey Road Studios where the Beatles did the recordings. Wow! Yes. How cool is this?
You're right.
How cool is this? Very good, Christian. Thank you very much. I am speechless. Yes, I am really. What a great watch. Wow. Thank you for presenting me. Unfortunately, once again, we are not holding it in our hands. But
yes, true. But I mean, yes, okay. So I think we have to adapt to the situation. It's like we were saying before. So for us, it's the first interview, the first discussions look a bit strange because we don't wear our gloves, and we don't have the watches in our hands. But I think it's above that. It's really great to talk to you about these novelties. I think that we still have the same passion for high watchmaking, even if we are talking in front of us from our homes or respectively. But I'm sure that we will have the possibility to in the near future to be able to showcase these beautiful watches in flesh and bone.
Amen. I'm looking forward. Christian, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Alexander.
And for you watching now, please be sure not to miss the other videos I taped with Christian Selmoni from Vacheron Constantin, either the presentation of the novelties and the one we're going to do right now, another super complication coming out from the ateliers, the studios, Les Cabinotiers will follow right now. Thank you, Christian.
Super. Thanks a lot.